how do we do that small savings to build a certain comfortable place that you could be, so that you don't fall into the debt?
I would say start investing. We use the word start saving. Let's not use.
Can you unpack that? You seem to be saying that saving is different from investing.
Let me give you an example. What is saving? I have 10 lakhs of rupees. I leave it in my savings bank account, which earns me 3.5%. That is not an investment. That is a saving.
That doesn't multiply much.
It doesn't multiply much. Let me put it differently.
With inflation.
It does not give you returns which are higher than inflation. Inflation is cost increase every year. So if inflation is 6% or 10%, your savings, if you call it that, is generating you less than 10%. But an investment should give you more than 10%. So whatever the inflation. So now if you look at average inflation, it is about 5%. Right? We now say it is 3.5%, but if you look at it, you have to look at an average. So let's say 5.5%, 6%. You must earn 5.5%, 6% plus. That is an investment.
So only then you can say you are actually saving.
Yes, absolutely. Otherwise, your savings, which is generating 5 or 6%, is being eaten up by the rise in costs.
So it's not serving any purpose for you.
Absolutely.
So it's actually being eaten up when it's in the bank lying
That's
fallow. So if your money is just, if you have 2-3 lakhs lying in the bank, it just means it's like it's just being eaten up every single day with inflation. So what would you say? What should we do?
Let me give you an example. We Indians are, like he rightly said, obsessed with gold. So you put it in your cupboard, lock it up, wear it for weddings and functions and things like that. But we've been telling them, invest into gold, right? If you like gold, invest into gold. Look at e-gold. Look at the sovereign gold bonds which the government has brought today, right? They are available at a 50 rupees discount to what the market is selling.
How do I display that for a wedding?
You don't have to display it for a wedding. See, how much gold can you wear for a wedding, right? The more gold you're going to wear, some guy is going to watch you and pluck it off your neck. So, you can't. More than a certain limit, you can't, right? For some amount of gold.
Basically for financial security that our parents wanted us to
and returns.
It's an investment. So you're getting gold at a 50 rupee discount. Also, these gold bonds pay you 2.5% interest every year. So now let's say you keep it for 5 years. You've already made about 14-15% if you compounded interest on interest. So you get about 15%. So you got 15% from gold. Plus when you want the gold, you just go and redeem your bonds, and whatever the price of gold that day, you get it.
So let's say I have 50 sovereigns of gold, whatever we call it. So then I say, okay, I keep just 10 for myself for the wedding or the public display, because I don't want my husband to be looked down upon as somebody who doesn't, who's not allowing the wife to wear gold. So let's say for the family status, I'm sure that's also important. Then I take the big amount of it and put it into e-gold, right?
Yeah, you see, that is a separate thing. If you have money, you can buy a sovereign gold bond. Like if you have gold, there's another scheme which is called monetization. Where you can take your gold, give it to the bank will convert it into a deposit.
They'll melt it. It won't be like in the form of jewel.
Yeah, it won't be in the form of jewel. They will convert it into a deposit. You get paid interest on that 2.5% every year. But when you want the gold back, let's say after 10 years, you want the gold back. Whatever the price of gold that day, they give you that amount.
The same quantum?
Same quantum.
Oh, that's a big deal. Okay.
So it's fantastic. So in 10 years, you made about 30-35%. And you're also getting your gold when you want to use it.
For my daughter's marriage or something. That's the reason we keep hoarding gold, right?
So why hoard gold in your cupboard when you know your daughter's going to get married only 15 years later?
That's a very powerful point. I think none of us think through like that, right? We keep saving gold.
We say gold is liquid, but our heart doesn't allow us to make it liquid. So it's better to go as Glenn suggested in the beginning.
Heart and the wife.
Heart and wife.
So it is very difficult to convince a lady because they feel, because they're looking at it from their daughter's point of view, that they will need it for a wedding and things like that. But you're going to get it, and you're going to get it at that value. Gold is used by governments itself as a reserve currency. So you have to use it the same way. Right? If you are in a crisis, use your gold first.
Exactly.
Sell it.
That's
or take a gold loan. Gold loans again today are not very expensive. They are at least available 4-5% cheaper than what they were 2-3 years ago.
Right?
So use that. So use your gold.